Hi, we are Group 6. My name's Miranda.
I'm Bashkuz.
I'm Ashara.
I'm Damaris.
And I'm Kevin, and this is our marketing plan for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups in Singapore.
As you may know, Singapore is a country located in Southeast Asia. It is well known for its hawkers markets, luxurious shopping centers, impressive architecture, and even more impressive food. The country is extremely diverse and has influences of different cultures embedded into its cuisine and taste. Another fun fact about this country is that it's actually the place where Crazy Rich Asians was filmed. There's a clip of the movie that shows you the hawkers center and the importance of the food.
The thing that we think about when we think of Asia is street food.
You walk into that hawker center, all the different foods, all the different smells.
Each of these hawker stores sells pretty much one dish, and they've been perfecting it for generations. This is one of the only places in the world where street food vendors actually earn Michelin stars.
You have all walks of life, all cultures, eating with each other.
This is a food court like nothing else. It's open 24 hours.
You gotta be open-minded. You gotta enjoy the food because in Chinese culture and Asian culture, food is the utmost important thing.
Food is very much a part of our lifestyle. Every time you meet somebody from Singapore, they won't say, "How are you?" They say, "Have you eaten?"
Laksa.
From food to wandering around the night markets, it's been great just to immerse ourselves here.
Singapore, it's where you go for a foodgasm.
Oh my God!
Yes, I told you. Best satay on the island.
Singapore is also a very future-oriented and prosperous country. It has a population of approximately 5.79 million and has been recognized as one of the best places in the world to live in. Reasons why we did not pick other countries. In the beginning, we analyzed Australia, India, Japan, and New Zealand. After careful consideration, we all come to the consensus that Singapore would be the best fit for Reese's company to expand. Because Australia produces its own chocolate and displays a high level of conservatism in regards to adopting other chocolate products from different countries. India was not an appropriate fit for marketing Reese's products because of its poverty rate of the country. Over 40% of population lives in poverty and makes less than $1 per day and will not be able to afford Reese's products. Japan has a small number of teenagers, so it might not be easy to attract the market. Peanut butter is also not famous among the Japanese, and they have established many large chocolate companies that are really popular and secured in their market. Lastly, New Zealand population is about 4.7 million people, about 20% less than Singapore's.
With that being said, let's move on to some strengths Singapore has and why we believe it is the ultimate place for Reese's to expand. Due to the high amount of diversity in its cuisines, Singaporeans are very familiar with peanut butter and enjoy consuming it. There are various dishes offered in Singapore that have both chocolate and peanut butter mixed together. This combination is quite popular there, and this ultimately means that Reese's Peanut Butter Cups will be better received in Singapore. They are also a country that adopts Western policies and practices. Therefore, they will be a lot easier to conduct business with because, for the most part, they're a lot like us. This is also a wealthy country. Singapore's GDP in total in 2017 was $527 billion and have a larger amount of consumers than average. This is advantageous because it signifies that more people within this country will be able to purchase Reese's products without the company having to alter its pricing. Singapore also has a low corporate tax rate of about 17% and is recognized as one of the best places in the world to do business in.
Rachel, these people aren't just rich, okay? They're crazy rich. Look, there's new money all over Asia. We got the Beijing billionaires, the Taiwan tycoons, but the Young family, they're old money rich. They had money when they left China in the 1800s, and they went all the way down here. Not there, here. They came to Singapore when there was nothing but jungle and pig farmers. There was a snake here eating an apple. You know what I mean? And they built all of this. Now, they're the landlords of the most expensive city in the world. Here you go. These people are so posh and snobby, they're snotty. Ew. Yeah, but Nick's not like that. Even if he isn't, I guarantee you the family is. Which is why tonight, you need to not look like Sebastian of The Little Mermaid.
Singapore is also a constitutional republic, which means that their government is very involved, meaning there's little corruption and has an open economy, so this makes it ideal to market to Reese's.
As we stated earlier, Singapore has a population of around 5.7 million people. With these numbers, we can reach out to many different groups. Singapore is 0.08% of the total world population. The median age of a Singaporean is 34.5 years old. Around 12.82% of the population is from 0 to 14 years old, with most of the population, 50.53%, are 25 to 54 years old. Singapore has the highest life expectancy for both males and females. For males, it is around 80.6 years old, and for females is around 85.1 years old. Along with the diverse market in Singapore, there are direct access to even bigger markets since many people pass through Singapore. Singapore is a very good diffusion along with it being close to China, as China is the biggest market in the world.
Singapore's cultural background has a significant impact on the consumer behavior. Some of these features include multicultural influences, appreciation of differences, and preferred variety of choices. The first aspect is the diversity of the culture. As a result, from a culture with many backgrounds, they have a lot of choices to choose when consumed, and it became their preference to have a lot of options when purchased. It also related to the high consumption of foreign products as one of their options. Second, the fine country. They enjoy a high standard of living and is a keen buyer of foreign products. Because foreign products are the door to widen their choices to taste the product even better. They get a chance to find which has the best quality, and as mentioned earlier, Singaporeans love alternatives. Together with the joy of exploring the products to match their standard, all brought the foreign brand to stay in the market. Third, preserving tradition. Just like how they have kept their cultural heritage, despite the richness and variety among one society. Each still bears its own unique characters. Same as a consumer, Singaporeans are really loyal. They like new products, but they stay loyal to the familiar brands. Fourth, consumer behavior in Singapore is becoming an affluent society. It also reflects in recent consumer value and lifestyle. Singaporeans have become more brand and status conscious and also health conscious consumers.
The best way to advertise and market Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is through both commercials and digital ads, such as Facebook and Google Ads. These are the most popular forms of advertisement products in Singapore. Singapore is high on uncertainty avoidance, so in the advertisement we would have to explain a lot in both the commercials and the digital ad of the product's usage and worth. We plan to use digital ads through Facebook and Google. These ads will inform Singaporeans about Reese's and their function as ice cream toppers, snacks, and gifts. Our ads will have to be very informative.
We plan to position Reese's as a more gourmet chocolate, in addition a healthier option. Since Singapore is big on luxurious and gourmet chocolate, by positioning it that way, it could attract a bigger audience. Singapore is top 3 in life expectancy for a reason, so we decided to make Reese's healthier with mostly organic products. Our advertisement will include a variety of different uses of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. For example, we will have an ad that shows people using it as an ice cream topping. Since it is very hot and humid year-round, ice cream is a huge market in Singapore. As mentioned earlier, a fancier packaging will attract more people, but also served as a gift-giving aspect. We will implement ads showing how the new packaging is perfect for special occasions. And lastly, we will plan to market Reese's as a good source of energy as well as a protein boost because of our organic ingredients. Right now, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups has many unhealthy ingredients, such as cocoa butter, soy lecithin, and a lot of sugar. A lot of ingredients can be substituted for organic alternatives, thus appealing to the health of Singaporeans. In addition to changes in the ingredients, we plan on modifying the wrapping to make it look more luxurious. One way is to change the yellow on the packaging into a more shiny gold tone, which will make it seem more extravagant. Also, we plan on wrapping the Reese's in a gold aluminum foil and wrap them in a paper, like a chocolate bar. By doing so, this will definitely have a more expensive appearance. We also recommend changing the orange color to red to match their national flag, which will heavily appeal to Singaporeans. By positioning Reese's this way, we believe it will be the next big thing in Singapore.
In terms of finances, we estimate that if we sell Reese's peanut butter cups at $6.50 each, we will have about $32.6 million in revenue, and factoring all the expenses of advertisements, commercials, ingredient modifications, wrapping modifications, and the 17% corporate tax rate, our expenses will sum up to be $15.8 million, and this will leave the company with about $21.9 million in profit in a year if every citizen buys one product just once.
So in retrospect, we highly encourage you to expand your product line to Singapore, as it is a great place to do business with great people and great opportunities. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to vote for Singapore.